Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome to another episode of FTL, this time on board the VSS Retribution, the Obsidian Cruiser, which was modded in and created by Kieve, a very interesting shipmaker and a general mod maker, very cool guy. It starts off with a pair of crystal crew, which we have named Justice and Vengeance, and the NG, who was originally on the NG Cruiser Type B, which is what this ship replaces, who I have named Loss. We also come with some fairly interesting weapons, like a Singularity Projector, which is a black hole bomb, which does huge system and personnel damage, as well as putting holes in the ship. We have the Pulse Disruptor, which fires 3 lasers, which each pierce a single shield layer. We also start out with a cloak, and a variety of other pretty cool armaments. This is, all told, a very powerful and enormous ship. However, that's enough talking about it. Let's get in and do something with it. So we're going to go over here, maybe? Yeah, let's go over here. What do we find? Ah, hello there. We intercept chatter from an approaching rock ship. Weapons moving in to engage on the tubes. There's no talking to those guys, so we're going to get straight in there and fight them. We're going to power up our Singularity Projector to try and blast their weapons, because that Artemis rocket and Burst Laser Mark II could be quite dangerous to us if they manage to hit us with them all. Come on, fire the laser. Ooh, had to wait the last possible second there, and they still didn't fire yet, so they're going to probably hit us with one of those, unless we get lucky and our 30% evade pays off. Yes, it did. 1 in 3, which makes sense. Hit them in the weapons. Thank you. Putting a hole in it is great. Hopefully we can do some damage to the Rockman when he gets in here. I'm not sure if it takes more than one of these Singularity bombs to actually, I mean more than 2 of them to kill a Rockman. We'll have to fire it in and see how much damage he takes. He is starting to suffocate, which is kind of convenient. Hit them with a Singularity bomb, please. There we go. It will take at least one of them. He suffocated a little bit, so I'm not sure how much effect that had. We'll have to try again in a second with another Singularity bomb and see how that goes. The thing about the Singularity bombs is they're a really cool weapon idea because they do something that really nothing else in the game does. You can fire breach missiles in, but that's really not the same thing. This is a bomb weapon, so it bypasses defense drones, that really just punches a single room. It knocks out the system, puts a hole in it, basically wrecks anyone who's in it, but it's not very good for actually destroying the ship, which makes an ideal crew murder weapon, but I'm not entirely sure if that was exactly what it was intended for, because it is a pretty cool weapon, and the custom animation is also really nice. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we strip these materials, getting a fuel, a missile, and 36 scrap. But yeah, I just get the feeling that, I don't know. I think the big disadvantage to it is the speed it fires, so I guess that kind of makes up for it, because it is really powerful. I don't know, Distress Beacon. What's it, this Distress Beacon? Maybe there's something good. Don't want to go to the other one. What's over here? We find... a ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off the distress call. Shall we investigate? Because it could be dangerous. Well, sure, we have rock plating. Make a thorough search for the ship without fear of stray asteroids. We find the decaying remains of some kind of ship coated with ice or crystal. We send some crew aboard to explore, and nearly everything is either destroyed or unidentifiable. But one of the weapons appears salvageable, and there's a strange stasis pod that catches our eye. It looks like a massive asteroid is in a direct collision course with the derelict ship. We have to pull our crew out, but they want to grab what they can first. What do they take? Well, see, here's a good question. Do we try and go for an additional crystal crew? Although, despite the fact that we're basically on a line of nothing but red stations now, so the odds of finding somewhere we can take him out of his box are fairly low, and we already have 3 augments. Or do we take the weapon and the scrap? I think, despite the coolness that would come from having 3 crystals, the smart thing to do is just take the weapon and the scrap, because we're not likely to be able to open that box, and we already have 3 augments in our gear right now. One of them is an FTL jammer, so it's not the best thing ever, but still, we should try and make use of what we've got. So we're going to take the weapon and any spare scrap and see how that pulls out for us. Ooh, our crew grabs what they can and returns to the ship before the asteroid hits. We take a look at what we've recovered once we move clear of the asteroid field, and we found out we got 19 scrap and a halberd beam. I love the halberd beam, what a great weapon that is. We have a whole lot of really high power requirement weapons though, so we may need to deal with that soon. We do have enough to buy our level 3 shields, but not quite enough to actually power them as is, but I think we're going to buy it anyway, because that's a really great upgrade. And then after that we're going to focus probably on getting our cloaking boosted up, or possibly buying an upgrade like a teleporter. Something that'll let us do some more damage, because more damage is always more fun. Alright, into an asteroid field. Good thing we powered up that shield. and minute fissures in the shields spark and crackle as the ship jumps into the wake of a huge asteroid. More asteroids follow, as does a lost and aggressive rock pirate ship. Alright, you got 2 heavy lasers and a burst laser Mark II in an asteroid field. That's a very dangerous combination, actually. So we're going to get ready to have to pummel you. We're also going to cloak out at the first salvo, because it's going to hurt if we don't. Here it comes, and dodge. Awesome. So, now we're a little bit safer than we were. We're going to power up that singularity projectiles and hit them in the weapons to prevent them from doing that again. We probably won't take the weapons out completely. Oh no, we will. 4 system damage, of course. I keep forgetting that is really, really powerful. And we should be able to basically do the same thing we did to them last time. We can just keep pummeling them in the weapons with the singularity projectiles, and they can't repair them fast enough to actually survive and stop themselves from suffocating. Although I think what we're going to do is after we fire the second one and kill this guy, we're going to switch to the pulse disruptor, because that way it'll kill this guy a little bit faster. Doesn't make a huge difference, but it should make things a little bit nicer for us. Although they do have 2 shields, so the pulse disruptor won't get straight through anymore. I'm not entirely sure how that would go. And we will singularity bomb this fine fellow again. See how he likes it. And we know he won't like it, but that's fine by me. Blast him with the black hole bomb. There you go, sucker. Turn that off, turn on the pulse disruptor, and try and blast this guy through his shields. The asteroids should do a pretty good job of keeping the shields down for us, although it's all about timing in that case. And we'll see if we can kill the final rock on this pirate ship with some pulse lasers. And this is the first time we've actually done them in this episode. They don't look particularly exciting, though, after the coolness of the... Oh, come on, missed 2 shots. Of the singularity projectile. Projector? That's the one. Projector. Singularity projector. Because they don't have a custom animation or anything, but they are still a pretty decent weapon. They're basically an advanced version of the basic... Oh, we survived. An advanced version of the basic crystal weapons, because they all pierce a single shield. That's pretty cool. Also, it looks pretty neat. This is one of the guns. This is the other one of the guns. They've got pretty custom-looking, I don't know what you call them, models. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew, as well as 31 scrap. Fantastic! Will, you're a rock man. Okay, you're going to take over as captain there, Will. Justice, although you have almost maxed out your piloting skill, I'm going to send you over to engines instead, because rockmen are terrible for anything other than being the pilot. So that's what they're going to do. Because you can afford to move people around, but not the pilot. So rockmen, who don't move very well anyway, make great pilots. Let us get moving, though. We need to keep on the road here. Where are we going to jump? I guess we'll jump over this way. Although I don't know if we can actually make any jumps out of there. So we're going to jump over to the side here and try and swirl around. That'd be funny if you actually couldn't jump out of there. We're immediately contacted by a settlement on arrival of this beacon, and they offer us a bit of mercenary work, seeing that we're outfitted for combat. We listen to their offer and find out that they have a space dock, which is under assault from the rebels. The dock is illegal within their laws, but it's very important for their trade, so they offer to pay us in fuel and scrap if we agree to save them. Sure, let's rescue your store. Where is it? Ugh, way over there. Okay, it's going to take us a while to get there, but that's fine. We might be able to do it in time to actually rescue it. I'm not particularly bothered either way, though. Here we go. We detect 2 ships, one chasing the other, and scanners show the pursuer is a pirate. Let's get in there and aid those civilians. We power up weapons and engage the pirate ship. Alright, this is the same thing every time. I don't have to do anything different with these guys. I just shoot them until they're dead. Okie doke. Well, let's hit them in the weapons with a singularity bomb. That's one of the problems with this kind of thing. Sometimes they can get fairly repetitive. Stealth weapons would be a great thing for this ship, though, because then you could fire your singularity bombs and whatnot with max level cloak and wouldn't reveal you. Although, since these are like this is a single fire weapon, even if you do fire it while they are, what am I trying to say? Even if you do fire it while they are, oh my goodness, words. While you're cloaked, it won't do that much to you. Alright, set up our next singularity projector, and I actually have to go for a quick second, so I'll be right back. Oh, apologies, okay, let us get this thing going. He actually is doing just fine in there. That's funny. They've actually sent in the other human to go fix the damage, too. Now we can blast them both in a single singularity projectile. Actually, he ran a... Oh, they have a med bay! Oh, gotta blast that with holes, too. I didn't even notice that. This is not the same as the other ships. This is significantly more difficult than the other ships, because they're not going to make it quite so easy for me to just completely wipe them out. Well, let's singularity bomb them in the med bay now. Because if we keep that thing out of the way, then they're going to have a really hard time healing up. Although I'm not convinced that we'll actually be able to take it out fast enough, because they're going to be able to bring their weapons back online while we're focusing down their medbay. This guy might actually have some more repair skill, too, because I think he repairs a tiny bit faster than the previous guys were. Well, let's hit them with another singularity projectile and make them regret doing this. There we go. You have a lot more health, too, for the same of it. I don't really understand how that's going, but whatever. We'll just keep singularity bombing you in the medbay, and hopefully you'll die sooner rather than later. Also, we just leveled up our shield skill on loss, which is nice. Having better shields is always nice. And don't let them repair that quickly, please. Singularity bomb them. Singularity bomb. Singularity. There we go. And swap the singularity projectiles for the pulse disruptor, which charge a little bit faster, which should let us kill them before they get a chance to actually repair that damage. Because otherwise, they're going to be repairing it much quicker than we can hurt them. So hit them with the pulse disruptors there, gents, right now. No, they're going to start healing now. Get them right now. Go, 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 go. There we go, we killed one of them. Only the human left, which means we can use the singularity projectile, hopefully, to kill him before he can get away safely. Alright, now hit us, jerks. Who said you could hit us? I certainly didn't. Alright. People are all at their stations, so things should work out just fine here. They can't hurt us. Oh, they healed it already. They healed so quickly. We're probably not going to be able to destroy it in that case. But we're going to hit them with the singularity projectile. We got one more shot to try and take them unharmed. That put a hole in the ship, though. It should help it slow down the rate at which they repair it. Oh, and we should try one more time here to singularity bomb them before they're going to have to die regardless. Here we go. They fixed the hull breach. These guys definitely are repairing faster because they're fixing the breaches before the air starts to go away. But he's dead anyway, just before we run out of space. There are no more life signs detected on the pirate ship, so we hasten to contact the civilians, getting 2 fuel, a drone part, and 36 scrap in the process. And when we contact the civilians, we find out they were a science vessel who thank us for saving them and offer us a small reward, including 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 22 scrap. Awesome. Okay, well, let's keep moving. We've got a long walk ahead of us, so let's keep on it. We jump ahead to a nice purple planet, and find the burnt-out hull of a rock mine layer drifting by. Behind the wreck drifts a live mine, an automated drone that drills into ship's hulls before exploding. It locks onto our signature and heads our way. Well, that's not good. This is a bad event. It has a high chance of killing your crew or doing a high damage to your ship, so, because we don't have any missile weapons, which make it a lot easier, we're going to reverse thrusters and hopefully get out of here. It stresses the inertial dampeners, but we reverse course and outrun the mine. We prepare to jump off safely. Awesome. It's definitely not worth the risk to try and get the money out of that mission. Okay, here we are. We passively scan a small rock station next to the beacon. However, they have not appreciated our curiosity. A rock ship pulls away from the station, and we register an incoming teleporter signal as well. We've been boarded. Oh no. Boarding? Well, let's just suffocate those rocks a little bit, and let's get some crystal men over there to help slow them down. We're also going to use our singularity projectile, hopefully, to take out their weaponry. I think, now that that's done, we're going to use the crystal power. Oh, they're trying to get into that room too, aren't they? Okay, that's unfortunate. We're going to use our crystal power here because these guys have already been hitting that door for a while. Yes, indeed. And that should slow them down a little bit. They're going to get in there pretty quick, though, which is going to make things a bit more difficult for us. What kind of... Oh, yeah, they're already in there. Bomb coming in. We're going to cloak out that. No, thank you. And they hit us in the weapons anyway. Fantastic. Okay, well, that's really terrible. Alright, Rockman, you're going to need some help in a second. I don't really have any help to give you. But I'll send in our crystal crew, and hopefully he can help punch those Rockmen for you. And, wow, this is not looking so good for us. Keep suffocating that guy, please. I don't want him to not suffocate. Lost, you need to get out of there. You need to get down to the weapons and help repair that thing. Right now, we just took another bomb in the oxygen, which is not good. You need to get out of there, Will. Wow, you're really low on health. Okay, this is not going well for us. What we're going to do is, we're going to open these doors. We're actually going to run out of the cockpit and just try and lock them in. Alright, they should suffocate out pretty quick, especially because we can open these side doors as well. We're going to have a hard time in a second, though, because we have no oxygen. So run through there, gents. We have to get that oxygen back online. They're going to destroy our helm before they start to suffocate out. No, we made it. That's good. We're going to cloak so the bomb doesn't hit us, hopefully. Oh, come on! You hit me in the weapons again? I don't even have time to try and fight you yet. Don't even have time to try and fight you yet. Okay, they ran off, which is great. Now, where are they going? They're trying to get through here again. So, we're going to use Justice to... Well, we can't quite use his lockdown power again yet, but that's okay, because the entire ship has no oxygen left in it. Bloss, you're going to have to run through the deoxygenated area again to try and fix the weapons again. Justice, do you have your lockdown power again yet? Not quite. They're going to get through here if you're not careful. There we go. Lock them out while they suffocate to death. You fix the weapons, please. They're going to small bomb us again and hit us in the medbay this time. Vengeance, get in there and fix that, because otherwise we're going to be dead here. This is not good stuff for us, though. We have taken a lot of hits here. We have no oxygen in any of our rooms. Things aren't looking good. There we go. Got the oxygen back in there, so now we can move through to the medbay. Get all of these guys in the medbay right now. Oh, that's why they're hitting us so much. We can't dodge like this. They hit us in there. That's okay, though. And you get into the medbay. There we go. I forgot having no one on the helm means we have no dodge ability. Also, Rockman, you're going to stay out there. Lost. Oh, it already fixed. Awesome. Okay, never mind. Rockman, you are going to get in there because you need to heal much more than... Click the Rockman. Thank you. There we go. Then Lost does. And once Justice and Vengeance are healed up, we'll hopefully be able to get back to our systems and actually have a chance here, because this is not looking good for us. Ugh. There's going to be a bomb coming in a second, unless they've actually run out of bombs. Should be funny. Depressing, but funny. Cloak out, please. They hit us again anyway. Thankfully, these are small bombs, so they're not the most damaging of weaponry. But, ugh. Vengeance, back on your station. Justice, back to your station. Lost, get in there and heal yourself up so you can get back to your station. And oh man, things need to be a little bit better for us. Actually, you're in the engines, correct? Will, you are going to be healed up in a second, so you can head down to the helm. And Lost back to the shields. Also, they're hitting us with another small bomb, thankfully in another empty room. Oh boy, okay, that was a lot harder than I expected. I didn't realize how ill-equipped we were to deal with boarders. Wow. Okay, well, we took a pummeling there. Hopefully, we can actually recover here a little bit now. But, oh man, that was not nice. Okay, we are going to cloak out. Hopefully they miss us with this one finally. Yes, they did. That 90% evade instead of, what, like 60% evade we had before? Much nicer. We're going to hit them in the weapons so they can't stop. We have to stop shooting those bombs at us every 10 seconds. And then we should be able to work on actually killing these guys. They do have a med bay, so it's going to make things a little bit more difficult. That was a little bit more scary than I was expecting. Jeez. Whew! Next singularity projectile is going into the shields, and then we should be able to focus them down with the pulse disruptor. I just wanted to get those bombs offline for at least temporarily. With a singularity bomb heading into the shield room, they should make their shields go right down to nothing. Very nice. There we go, right down to nothing, like I said. Turning on the pulse disruptor so we can actually focus on killing these guys now. We're going to try and blast them where it hurts. We could actually use the halberd beam instead if we want to be really nasty. Maybe we'll do that next, because that's a fun way to destroy a ship. We're not going to worry about trying to kill these guys passively because of the fact, there we go, that they have that medbay right there, which is going to make our life a lot more difficult. So we're going to turn on our halberd beam and get ready to melt these fools. Actually, they're all going into the same room, so we're going to turn off the halberd beam, turn on the singularity bomb, and see if we can't just blast them together. Probably not, because they're going to fix it much faster than we can charge, and then they are going to get out of there. But if we could fire it, that would be pretty funny. And they're going to spend a long time in there because it does have 4 layers to be repaired. So if we're lucky, we might actually be able to hit them. Although it will be very lucky because they're going to be fully repaired at about the same time as we fire. So here goes nothing. Fire the singularity projector. Bam! Awesome. And they're sticking in there trying to fix it still. We might be able to kill one of them, probably not both of them. Because of the fact that, well, he has more health left. And we can't actually leave things like our holes in the hull in there long enough to hit them. Well, with 2 people repairing it, it goes pretty quickly. Singularity projector hit them in the shield room. Pow! And both of them died. Well, that worked out. Wow! Another halberd beam. That worked out much better than I expected. That was a really nasty fight, but wound up not doing much damage to us, and we actually came out pretty well. We found a weapon system on their ship with no crew to stop us. We installed it on our own, getting 31 scrap and another halberd beam. Okay, we have like the weapons of the gods here. We can't use them all in tandem, but oh man, they're powerful. Okay, there's another distress beacon over there, which we could jump to on our way over to the quest beacon. We have 131 scrap, which we're going to use to get a little bit more power. We're going to upgrade our cloak, and we're going to buy the power to use that too, so we can have our engines up at maximum level, well, level 5 anyway, and a higher level cloak so we can charge it for longer. We are going to try and jump over to this distress beacon because it's a distress beacon, why not? We might have something good at it. I'd be disappointed if it doesn't. It looks like it's a trap. Nope. We arrive at the location of the distress call and find a civilian ship hailing us, thanking us for responding to their beacon. Their FTL navigation has gone haywire and they can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed, so they ask us to lead them there. Well, they're a slug ship, so the good chance is they're lying, but we're going to lead them to their destination anyway. They give us 13 scrap as a down payment and decide to follow us, saying that we're really helping them out. Yes, I'm sure we are. Alright, let's keep moving though, guys. We have to get on the road yet again. Well, we lined up at a sun. Lovely. A rock ship is silhouetted against the sun in Supernova. They hail, saying, "Even out here you follow us. We only wish to be left alone." Out of panic or anger, they charge their weapons. They have bombs and double heavy lasers. Oh no. Let's singularity projector them in the weapons! I know it's kind of a dull strategy and it takes a little bit of time to do, but it's just so effective. It's such a powerful weapon crusher. And we have the cloak, meaning we can actually afford to charge it. it'd be silly to not use it. And they hit us in an empty room with a small bomb, which is great for us. Singularity bomb them in the weapon bay. There we go. Now they are going to be in trouble because these guys don't have a med bay, so we are going to be able to murder the crew out. The thing is, murdering the crew always gives you a better reward than not murdering the crew, which makes it really hard to justify not trying. Also, their ship's on fire now, so that's not so good for them. They're going to try and put those out, which means we can do some damage to them again while they're busy. Oh, whoa, 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 don't do that. Wait until they actually get down there and hit them for the maximum possible damage. Send Lost back down to shields. Very good. With level 3 shields, we don't get a lot of fires on this ship. The shield level you have does actually reduce the amount of damage you take. I am helping them by putting out their fires, by putting a hull breach in the room, but I'm okay with that. They are going to go in and try and repair the weapons bay, and with... Oh, I thought they were both going to go in there. I was going to say, with 2 of them in there, they should be able to repair it pretty quickly, but it looks like they decided that they were just going to go in one at a time. We'll go put out the fire in the cloak, we'll vent out the other fire, because there's no point in trying to do that, and as he goes into the helm, we're going to... Oh, he didn't go into the helm. What do you know? Well, we'll kill off the guy who did go into the helm, and then we'll kill off his friend later on. I thought he was going to come in there, but try and help put out the fire, but he seems to not be interested in that. I guess his low health made him decide to stay away. Close up that door again, thank you very much, get back into the shield room, and we will get ready to kill the final guy on this ship. He's hiding in shields, but unfortunately that doesn't help you against black holes. Here we go. Kerpow. Nice try there, sucker. Now the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew, as well as 28 scrap. Another rockman, really? Rockwoman in this case, Allison. But, okay, I guess. Is there anyone who's not very good at their job? Loss is pretty good, Vengeance is pretty good, Justin, you guys are all pretty good. I don't really want to take you guys off your positions. Whatever, we'll hold on to them for now. And let's get out of here before they burn us out. So we could jump a bunch of different places. We're going to have probably 1, 2, 3 jumps left. So if we go to the store quest and exit beacons, we should be able to get through that without too much trouble. Maybe we can find a teleporter in here, and that'll give us something to do with our rockmen. We cross paths with a rock ship, returning from a rare diplomatic mission. Equally surprising, the captain responds to our hails and agrees to a mutual trade. No, they do have a teleporter, as well as hull missiles. I don't think we need those things. We could sell one of our halberd beams, or even both of them, because we don't really need them. But what we will do is we will buy ourselves a crew teleporter, because that would be fun. Let's see how big the teleporter is on here. Oh my goodness! It's a 4-person teleporter? What? What? Oh man. I thought it was a 2-person teleporter. Oh, that's so powerful. This ship is insanely powerful. Holy cow. I'll give you a 4-person teleporter as well. Jeez. Okay, well, now we know what we're going to be doing. Boarding parties and black hole bombs. Yes, thank you very much. Okay then. Wow. Okay. In that case, we could take both of our crystal crew, put them in the boarding party, and just charge them for all we're worth. Let's send Lost into the medbay for now. Heal him up before we do anything else. We only have 10 scrap left, so we don't really have much potential to move things around as of yet. But, oh man, a 4-person teleporter is an insanely powerful tool. You can absolutely overwhelm anyone you come across with one of those. Okay, well then, that certainly is something. What are we going to do with that? Wow, okay, well hang on a second. First, let's go into the store again, and they do have some cheap repairs. We'll buy 2 of those, and we'll spend a little bit of money on fuel. There we go. Wow, okay, well we are an arsenal worthy of Mordor now. Let's jump over here to this quest beacon, and then we'll head to the exit, and we'll see what we can do in the next area. Hopefully we can find some more crew soon. What do we find here? We arrive at the beacon and detect a rebel scout assaulting a compound on a nearby desolate moon. Let's engage the rebel and rescue that space dog. This is going to wind up being another store, and we just spent all our money, but I'm okay with that at this point. Let's send our rockmen slowly over there. We're actually going to... I could start venting them out, but I'm just going to leave that for now. They do have a pair of basic laser Mark IIs, so they're powerful, but not super powerful. They have a medbay in their ship, though, which is going to make trying to murder the crew out not the most effective thing we could do. We'll just cloak out here for fun, so that they can't aim at us while we're charging up the singularity bombs. What do we hit? I think we're going to hit the medbay, I guess. And we missed, actually, so never mind. I haven't actually missed with one of those bombs in a while, which is kind of nice, given how long they take to charge. Okay, power this up. What I'd really like is a little, like, you know, supplementary weapon that I could use to actually help take them out, because with a super long charge, it'd be nice to be able to hit single rooms without having to wait 5 hours. Alright, hit another miss. Fantastic. I guess I shouldn't have talked about not missing with this thing. Here come some more lasers, and they hit us in the doors this time. That's not so great. These are very fast-firing weapons, too, so they're going to hit us quite often. Charge up the medbay. Actually, what we should do is just charge up the super cloak again, use that, because there's no reason not to. There we go, turn that on, there we go. Alright, send Lost in to go fix the doors, now they can't shoot at us. And once Allison's all healed up, we'll be ready to try again. What are we going to try and do here, though? We should try and take out their weaponry, I guess. Or their shields? Hit the shields. Thank you, now we hit them. Took enough tries. And it looks like he's not going to be running for cover unless he starts to suffocate, so we might even get a chance to murder him. Also, Lost just leveled up his repair skill, which is great. Unless he starts to suffocate, he shouldn't run to the medbay, so we should be able to kill... Oh, he ran to the medbay. Dang nabbit! We should be able to hit him, and we might even be able to do enough damage to kill him, although that would have to be a fairly low-level medbay for that to work, and I have to hit him directly. And we got him. Perfect. Also, he's busy trying to fix the shields now, so he's not going to worry about the medbay. Works out well for us, and they hit us in the weapons, you jerks. Okay. Lost, get in there. Quickly repair that. We need that weapon online. We're going to be turning on the pulse disruptors, though, because that's all we can actually aim to fire right now. The shields are still down, but only for a very short amount of time. We might still be able to get a couple hits in because it does pierce the first layer, which should be okay for us. Pulse disruptor. Turn on the engines. There we go. Hit him in the shields, please. Make him hurt. He can't go in the medbay because of the damage that has been done to it already. And now there's a hole in the shields room, so he's going to have a hard time staying in there too. Also, here's going to end up being another shot against us, hitting us in the oxygen and setting it on fire. Dang nabbit, Lost, do your job. Alright, get in there. And he's going to be in trouble, that guy in there. He's suffocating out pretty quickly, which means our next pulse disruptor shot, once he finds a place to stay stable, will definitely kill him. Here we go. And we missed. Really? We missed 2 of our 3 shots. Fantastic. Okay, back into the shield room there, but we will have to fire one more time, because we are the worst at aiming, apparently. This guy must have really high dodge, because we've missed so many shots against him. Here goes the pulse disruptor, killing that rebel. The outpost hails us, thanking us, and saying that they don't know what they did to anger the rebels, but they were ready to kill them. Of course you know what they were. You're an illegal settlement. That's what you did. Anyway, they give us 32 scrap, repair our hull a little bit, and show us their goods. They don't really have anything we want, because we don't really need a drone control at this point in time. I could sell my halberd beam still, but they're so fun to have. Not effective, but fun. A pair of halberd beams is an absolutely vicious weapon. If we could hold on to those till the end, we could fry the mothership with them. Absolutely fry it. I'm not entirely sure if that's what we want to do, but we could. Anywho, let's jump to the exit beacon and see what they have over there. Then we'll be jumping on to the next sector. Okay, what do we have? We arrive at the long-range beacon, and when the FTL drive is charged, we can jump ahead. We come out of the beacon to see something like laser blasts coming from the other side of the beacon. It looks like someone's under attack by pirates. Let's get in there and help those civilians! We power up weapons and engage the pirate ship. Oh, this is too good. You can't even hurt us. They've got a pike beam, they've got a bunch of other silly things. We're just going to teleport 3 of our crew in there and start punching them. Alright guys, I hope you like murder, because that's what you're going to be doing. Let's teleport yourselves into there. As long as you don't teleport yourself into one of these rooms, I'm fine. And we should be able to kill these guys with no problem. A Paracrystal crew and a Rockman are pretty crazy powerful gear. Also, Will just leveled up his dodge ability, which is good, because he was behind already. And they should be able to just completely murder these guys without any risk of any repercussions. This guy's here, Vengeance, is taking a bit of damage, but they're doing a pretty good job taking down the Rockman anyway, so it shouldn't be any real problem. Also, we're going to send Justice... Oh, actually, let's let them destroy the system. There we go, and they take out the human as well. No more life signs are detected on the pirate ship, so we hasten to contact the civilians, getting a missile, a drone part, and 34 scrap. When we contact the civilians, we found out they made a fast retreat while we distracted their enemies. That's not very nice, is it? Alright, teleport people back in, send them into the medbay. Actually, one of them has full health. Justice, you can go back over to the engines, I guess. I kind of want to keep them here in the teleporter, but honestly, if it's not a good idea to be trying to use melee, I don't really want to be stuck using melee. So we'll keep them at their normal stations unless we decide we want to board. Until we get a couple extra crew, and then we can move people around and get a dedicated boarding party up and going. Problem then is it might be difficult for me to justify taking off my crystal crew, because they'll be very well trained at that point. But we'll see what happens. So Allison, back into your teleporter room for now. Vengeance into the weapons. With a single crew, it's very stupid to teleport them in, because you're always going to be overwhelmed. It's just not worth it. Let us jump to the next sector. We have a choice of a pirate-controlled sector or nothing. So pirate-controlled sector, I suppose it will be. Okay. Here we are. If the reports are true, this area has been under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders do attempt to still trade there with the few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. Awesome. Alright, let us continue. Let us continue and see what we can find in this new area. Actually, let's heal up Lost too before we go, because he took a bit of damage too. There we go. You're all back healthy there, Loss. Back into your room. Turn power out of there. Power into singularity bombs, because why not? Might as well have them charging when we get there. What else do we want to buy, though? We could upgrade our teleporter if we're going to be using that at all. But beyond that, it's probably weapons. So if we take a single hit in weapons, or our medbay might be good too. We'll do that now if we're going to be using. We'll do these and this. There we go. We won't have the power to run them yet, but if we want to use them, they'll be a little bit more powerful. Also, we'll jump to this quest beacon and see what's over there. But first, just take a quick look at our gear here. It looks to me like we want to be upgrading our weapons next, so a single shot won't knock out our singularity bombs. This is pretty nice. We need to get the power to run it now. And apart from that, we're pretty well set up here. We'll have to see how things go as we continue onwards. Jump to the quest beacon and see if we can get something from these guys, or if they're going to lay a trap for us. The ship we were escorting thanks us. They say they don't know if they could have made it without our help, so they patch up some of their hull and show us their wares. We don't need a store, gentlemen. We don't need a store. Thank you, though. Well, I'm glad you didn't betray me, you're slugs, so I had a very, very low chance of believing that you weren't going to try and backstab me. Let's jump around this way. We find us another small station fitted with hundreds of repair drones. Now, that's great, but we don't need any repairs. The other guys just did that for us. We have to find some people to fight, please. That's what we're looking for. This rebel-controlled beacon is surprisingly devoid of rebels so far. Aha! No, this is pirates. Soon after... Is this a pirate-controlled beacon? Yes, it is. Soon after arriving in the system, we are hailed by a small cruiser. What good fortune that we happen to run into each other. Nothing personal, but you have some information we need, they say. Alright, they've got a NG. Oh, holy cow, big lasers, too. We could just board them and kill them that way. That's probably the best way, because we can use our singularity bombs. I'm doing the same thing now every time. To move them into the room, teleport them out. Our singularity bomb can take out their weapon system, while our boarding crew takes out the crew, because they only have an NG and a Zoltan, which makes them terrible at fighting off borders. So we can get in there and do some real damage before they can do anything about us. Also, we're going to be using our cloak to dodge the heavy burst laser. Here it comes. Dodge that. There we go. Nice try, gentlemen. And we're going to blast them in the weapons with a singularity bomb just for fun. And there it goes. Down goes the Zoltan as well. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew, which is great because we need more crew now. And 38 scrap. We got Lysandra. Fantastic. Welcome to the boarding party, Lysandra. Teleport our crew back into the teleporter room. Seriously, though, welcome to the boarding party. Awesome. Now we just need some non-combat crew to teleport in here. Otherwise, we'll probably be moving someone like Allison to a more support role. Because as much as Allison is a decent boarder with 150 health, I prefer things like the Crystal Crew and Mantises as it currently stands. Alright, so I guess we'll just leave them in there, because why not? If we need to move people back to their stations, it's not too far. Yes, indeed. Let's keep moving. Hopefully we'll get some more damage done. I don't even know if I can get over there from here, so let's jump over to the far edge and see if we can reach there. Actually, should we jump into this nebula first? Well, first what we're going to do is we're going to buy another power bar, because we need some of those, and we'll jump into the nebula, and hopefully it won't be an ion storm. What do we know, though? Let's see. Okay, we're good so far. It's a drone. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. However, without functioning sensors, we can't tell what's inside. Well, let's attack the ship to get the station. Here we go. They have a cloak, ooh, big laser, and an ion blast. Or possibly a heavy ion. I'm never sure which one those are. It looks like an ion blast to me, though. Ion Blast Mark 1. We're going to try and Singularity Bomb them in the weapons to take those things offline, because that's some nasty stuff. And the great thing about the Singularity Bomb is it absolutely wrecks drones. Because it pierces the enemy's hull, and for some reason drones can't repair hull piercings, it basically means that if we do a damage to a system with this, it's never coming back online ever. We probably will only be able to knock out one of the systems, because that is a 4 power weapon, and that's probably a 2, I think? I haven't used a heavy ion or an ion blast in ages. This should take out that system, though. Oh, we missed. Fabulous. Fabulous. Great job there, gentlemen. All you had to do was hit them. But no. Okay, let's try again. Singularity bomb them in the weapons, please. We really need to knock that thing out. They're going to cloak again in a second, though, so we're not going to be able to hit them. And then we're going to try and resort to something a little bit more fun. We're going to pulse disruptor them in shields, and then halberd beam them to death. Because that's always fun. As soon as they reappear, that is. As soon as they reappear. We could board them with our Crystal Crew, because of the fact that they have that reduced asphyxiation means that they're actually really good at boarding drones temporarily, but I don't know if we have high enough level teleporter for me to be comfortable doing it, especially because they have a cloak, and we wouldn't want to have someone accidentally get murdered, now would we? Let's just pulse disruptor them, and then we will swap to the halberd beams. I wish I could turn on both halberd beams. I guess when we upgrade to level 6 here, we could do both halberd beams. That would be pretty hilarious. just fry someone. You could probably do about 20 damage in one attack if you had good shot. That'd be insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely melt enemy ships with it. Anyway, let us hit them with a pulse disruptor in the shields and get ready to halberd beam them. You guys can't do a darn thing now. You can hide, but you can't do anything else. Here comes a halberd beam right your way. This is going to fire from about here to about there. I think we can hit all 4 rooms that way. And when it does, regardless of whether we hit all 4 rooms, you are going to die a very painful death. I can just sit back and relax while our beam charges up to melt your face off. Yes, indeed. Poor little auto scout, you had no idea what was coming for you. Power up the weaponry and hit them where it hurts. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and fire. Fantastic. Down goes the auto scout. We salvage 40 scrap from the broken ship, and when we investigate the station, we find that it's a storage site for military-grade weapons. We find one that can be easily attached to the ship, which is an ion blast, as well as 18 scrap. We are just getting such good stuff. 2 halberd beams and an ion blast. Ridiculously good. Especially if we get a second ion blast, that would be hilarious. Because we'd have 2 ion blasts, their shields would be dead, and we have a pair of halberd beams to absolutely destroy their ship. But I want to keep these on there, because they're the cool obsidian weapons. But we'll see. There's a good chance that in the coming days, we might be seeing a little bit more of this going on. For the time being, though, we'll leave it like that. There's no point in having both halberd beams on at the moment, because we can't power them both anyway, whereas we can power both of these, which is a ridiculously strong thing in the first place. And, I guess we keep moving. We've got 75 scrap, so do we upgrade our weapon system a little bit? Do we upgrade something else? One of these, maybe? These? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff to upgrade. Well, we have a pretty good anti-border party now, though, to be true, so we don't need that necessarily. We do need more crew, though, quite badly. We need someone to take up these slots still, because right now we're fighting at a loss just because it's convenient. Okay, let's jump over here and see if we can get to that far edge of the map, because that would be nice to be able to get to. This beacon is also being patrolled by an unmanned scout, so a fight is yet again unavoidable. Ooh, beam drones. Beam drones. So thankfully enough, we have a whole pile of shields, so apart from the bomb there's nothing really they can do to hurt us. We're going to hopefully also be able to cloak out so the bomb can't hit us. We don't know what kind of bomb it is yet either, even. What is it? Let's see, take a look, see. It's a firebomb! Dodge that, thank you. Awesome, we're going to singularity bomb them in the weapon so they can't hit us with future bombs, and then they're basically doomed. As always. And we missed! We are the best at aiming. Did you know that? I knew that. We are the best at aiming. They are going to have a chance to hit us with a bomb now. We're probably not going to be fast enough to hit them with the singularity bomb before anything else happens. And here comes the bomb right about now. Yes, what's it going to hit? Hits us in the engines. Alright, we're going to vent that room right... No, vent that room right now. Get the fire out of the engine, thank you very much. Singularity bomb them in the weapons. As long as they don't hit us in the shields. Actually, even if they do hit us in the shields, we should be fine. Because the long time for the burn damage to actually happen means that we're unlikely to really take any serious damage. And since their only other crew do beam damage and single heavy laser shots, we should be fine. Also, like if you just saw there, I opened these side doors and the room immediately stopped being danger oxygenation. If you do that, if you open a deoxygenated room to a nearby room that does have oxygen, it does actually help speed up the rate at which oxygen gets into the room. I only do it long enough to get the danger lines to go away, but you can do it as much as you like. We're going to use our halberd beam now to do a bit of quick damage here, fry them right across there, and we're going to ion blast them for lulls in the helm, because why not? Hit them, please. Bzzzt, perfect. At this point, we're probably not going to be able to train up another set of crew in our weapons and engines to the point where we'd want them, but sometimes you got to pay those kinds of prices if you want to have powerful boarding parties like we're going to have here. We're going to have to wait and see, though, just how things turn out, but this should be a pretty fun fight to do against the final flagship here. We got a pretty cool-looking setup going. We're going to halberd beam them right across there, take them down, lovely. Alright, the ship explodes, giving us a missile drone part 34 scrap, and that's all we get. Okay then, well that's fine, I'm cool with that. We have 112 scrap left, we should probably spend some of that. We can't actually make that jump, so we're not going to try. We're going to try and cycle around this way and see if we can't do something else interesting there. You might be able to make it from there, but it looks just about the same distance away, and I don't think it's worth trying to risk it. This is a pretty terrible system, actually, because all of the beacons are on the other side of that big chasm. Okay, well, hopefully we can actually get something out of it, though. Let's power up weapons, just so we won't risk having our weapon system be destroyed as soon as it takes a single hit. And let's power up another power bar as well, because it's never bad to have additional power, especially when you have things like this going on. Power up the singularity projector, just in case, and we'll jump ahead to this nice yellow beacon. And it's a sun. Not quite so nice anymore, is it? This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat till we get out of there or die, and a pirate apparently oblivious of the danger moves in to engage us. Unfortunately for them, this ship is a prime target for our 4-man teleporter. Jump in there, gents! Awesome. And you can kill them no problem, because you outnumber them, and you have some pretty powerful fighting force already. Is that person? Oh no, they jumped in there, I see. Okay. That's unfortunate. We're probably going to need to swap some people out for that. So what we're going to do then is we are going to move you in there, and we're going to move our Mantis in instead. That'll give them something to think about. Also, this ship's going to catch fire in a second. Didn't think about that. But then again, that's not such a big problem either. Ooh, our shields are down, so we're going to cloak out so they charge up as much as possible before the fire hits. And it did hit us, but didn't do all that much damage to us. We should kill their crew off momentarily. There goes their Mantis, and there goes their Engie, and also Crystal's standing in a fire. That's not so good. Now that the ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner! Yay! Who offers to join our crew? Yay! It's those 30 scrap. Who do we get? We get VivMord. Well, you're going to go stand on a room. Go stand in the engines. How about that? And that way, you can help us not die. We're also going to quickly teleport everyone back onto our ship, because, oh no! I didn't realize that. The sun actually has that teleporter slowdown effect. Put that fire out, please. Can you even put fires out on the enemy ship? No, you just stand in them. Even though we're just trying to survive here? Okay, this is unfortunate. We can leave the rock in there fine, though. He'll be fine, despite the flames. Teleport everyone back in here, get them back in there. As long as they don't set fire to our medbay, we should be fine. To power out of the cloak, to double power the medbay. And another fire, and the room was already deoxygenated. That works out well for us, and Ellison's doing just fine in there. Good thing you're a rock man, otherwise that would have not worked out so well for us. Well, rock woman, as I said earlier, but you know. You know. Alright, let's jump her back on board ship. There we go. Very nicely done, Allison. Let's get us out of here. And we're going to jump over this way. The only place we can jump, really. Okay, an especially well-armed pirate ship approaches us, telling us to hand over one of our crew members and the rest can go free unharmed. But we're never going to surrender our crew to the slavers, you silly, silly men, so we're going to take you down. Here we go. Ooh, they've got quite the ship there, don't they? Okay, they've got defense drones, which do nothing to us. They've got a beam drone, Lido missiles, and burst laser Mark II. Not entirely dangerous, but definitely not ideal either. We are going to close that door for sure. VivMord took a bit of damage there, but that's fine by me. We'll send Allison back into the room. There we go. We need to put power back into the cloak, so we dodge their missile first salvo. Yes, indeed. Cloak out that missile, please. Thank you. 97% evade is quite nice. And with a singularity bomb, we should be able to pummel them somewhere nasty. What do we want to hit them, though? That's the real question. Medbay? If we hit them in the medbay, we can teleport in. Probably should be able to kill them all manually. So that's probably what we're going to do. There we go. And let's teleport our crew in there. We're going to jump them straight into the shield room. That should get everyone over here. Except for the Engie, of course, who's going to try and fix the damaged... Ooh, hit us in the weapons. Of course you did. But that is why we have that extra layer of weapons on there, so you can't take them out like that. Hopefully we'll be able to kill their crew very quickly, because we do have a whole heap of people in here. They're actually coming in to fight us directly, which is great. Saves us having to go to them. Also, good, that missile missed. Fantastic. There's one dead human. And these guys should go down pretty quick, although Vengeance is taking some damage, so I'm going to swap him out with Justice. There we go. We're going to cloak out this missile so they don't have another chance to hit us. And, well done, Loss, you have repaired damage to the weapons. And down they go. You scan the ship and detect no life signs. It appears all the slaves died in the fight. Probably has something to do with the fact that we were dropping black holes on their ship. We strip the ship and prepare to jump, getting a fuel, a missile, and 46 scrap. Awesome. Alright, back on board, gents. And send you into the medbay. I think everyone except... Oh, everyone took damage, wow. Okay. We should send VivMord to go heal too, because there's no point in leaving him with damage. Just double power up that medbay, heal people nice and quick. And once they are healed up, we can send them back to their stations. There we go, get everyone cycled through the medbay. Very nice. VivMord back to the engines, and Allison back to your station. The other incredibly powerful thing about this ship is that the teleporter is almost directly next to the medbay, meaning that you can get in and out very, very, very quickly. Very powerful coordination there. Okay, so we only have 6 fuel left, actually. That's not so good. Hopefully we'll be able to find some soon. This is generally something that happens when you take the ships unharmed, but it looks like we haven't been getting too lucky with that recently. What do we power up next, though? We could power up another level of our weapons, giving us 6 power bars, which would let us fire both of these simultaneously, which could be fun. For now, though, we're going to jump to the exit, see what's over there, and then maybe jump around in there a little bit. We're going to wind up wasting space here. There's no way we can do it perfectly. But we'll take a look. We arrive at a long-range beacon, and when the FTL drive is charged, we'll be able to jump to the next sector. But we're not going to do that quite yet. We do find, however, a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but we detect faint life signatures on board. I would board the station and look for survivors, but I really don't want to lose any of my crew, so I'm just going to scrap some debris. While waiting for the FTL drive to charge, we skirt around the edge of the station and get 44 scrap. Awesome. It just turns into 48 scrap because of our scrap recovery arm. A very handy little augment for getting additional money. I used to think it wasn't worth it, because it costs 50 scrap to get. We got this one for free, so it makes it amazing, but it costs 50 scrap to get, but that only means you have to get about 500 total scrap to pay it off. Thing is, it gives you extra scrap. So it's really, there's no downside to it. And you can find some blue options using the scrap recovery arm for mining out the asteroids, which are very, very high return. So if you find one of those, that pays for the whole thing. Anywho, let us spend some of this money. We'll buy another level of weapon control, because why not? We'll buy another level of teleporter or cloaking. I think cloaking would be better, actually. That would give us the option to use our weapons if we're not going to be boarding. So we'll power up our cloaking, and we'll buy another power bar to run it. Lovely. Okay, and we have enough jumps to go here and back. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump over to this beacon, then we'll jump back to the exit and get out of here. What, is there anything over here? Ah, we're immediately contacted by a settlement, who tell us that they have a need for some mercenary work to be done. We agree to listen to their offer. Some of their friends have allegedly taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war, and they'd like us to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging their ship. They agree to pay us well, as long as we don't kill them all. Well, no promises. Just be sure not to blow them up, they say nervously as they direct us to a nearby moon. Finding the pirate ship docked there, they immediately respond to our appearance with, "Your money or your life?" Except they're robots, so it's more like, "Your money or your life." They must be new to this. Alright, their weapons are decent. Not amazing, but decent. What are we going to do here? Let's pulse disrupt them and ion blast them, I guess? Or halberd beam them for lols? Or what are we going to do here? Turn off the teleporter, turn on the halberd beam? Just to be a real jerk? I don't know. Let's just try and fry someone. So, we want to make sure we don't kill the NG off. We want to make sure we don't destroy the ship. As long as we do some ship damage and don't just go straight for killing the crew, we should be able to take them out pretty easily. We're going to activate our super cloak, though, just for fun. And here we go. So we're going to hit them in the oxygen, I guess. And then our halberd beam is going to hit them in those rooms. There we go. And they surrender, saying that they're not cut out for this. That was easy. Let's let them live and return to the settlement and see what nice rewards we can get. Excellent. When the pirates dissuaded from their career path, we return to the settlement. They thank us, saying that their friends returned before we did. They give us a Hermes missile, which wasn't on their ship anyway, and 38 scrap. Awesome. Why did you have a Hermes missile in the first place, guys? Whatever. We're going to sell off that Hermes missile soon, because I don't really want to use missiles when we have these super bombs anyway. And I guess we jump back to the exit now and get out of here before we get completely crushed. Yes, indeed. So power up to there, power up in there, and let's get out of here. Probably? No, we couldn't make it anywhere else because we'd have to jump straight back. We're going to have only 2 fuel left in the next area, though, which might make things very difficult for us. We can go to pirates or rebels, and I think we're going to go to a pirate-controlled sector because that'll be more fun. Here we go. Also, we have a nebula approaching, so that could be very bad for our fuel situation. A few Federation friendly. I can't say it. A few Federation-friendly planets still exist in this sector, but they're constantly under attack by pirate raids. This is a dangerous sector, so we'll have to be careful. However, this episode is going to have to end here for now, so if you want to see what happens next, you'll have to tune in next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing FTL on board the VSS Retribution, the Obsidian Cruiser, modded by Kieve. If you like the ship, you can get it for yourself in the links in the description, links in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.